welcome over 50 first responders here today to proudly present first responders across the country. Please welcome members of the Los Angeles Police Department, the Los Angeles Fire Department, the Los Angeles County Fire Department, and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Joining them are Assistant Chief Michael Moore, LAPD, Deputy Chief Michael Metro Los Angeles County Fire, Chief Brian Cummings, LA Fire Department, Assistant Chief Cecil Rambo, and Chief of Homeland Security Division, Tom Sexton, Sheriff's Department. Also entering in center field are first responders, including New York Fire Department personnel and members from Los Angeles Fire Department's Urban Search and Rescue, who were deployed to New York to lend support back in 2001. Joining them are members of the Los Angeles Police Department, Los Angeles County Fire Department, and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. These first responders are carrying the national 9/11 flag, flown here from New York courtesy of Guggenheim Partners and on loan from the New York Kansas Thank You Foundation.
We're so proud to have the national 9/11 flag here with us tonight. What an honor. This piece of history arrived in Los Angeles yesterday and made a surprise trip to Fire Station 88.
This whole thing is inspired by believers, and 9/11 is a day of service, it's a day of reflection, it's a day of giving back, doing something nice for somebody, on that day, because it's a very solemn day, and we don't want to forget the people who just went to work, citizens go to work and different tragedies. So thankful for the rest of the country being there for us, about us, when we knew about our darkest day.
There is no doubt that the attacks on September 11, 2001 left an everlasting impact on Americans across the country. There are thousands of lives lost and millions affected by this tragedy. The nation had no choice but to unite and raise the spirit of patriotism to heights it had never reached before. Firefighters and police officers from all over the country were deployed to Ground Zero. Here in California, members of Fire Station 88 were part of the first response team. How soon after 9/11 did you get deployed?
I was working at the station, and they actually woke me up, and they said, hey, there's a plane has gone into the trade center. So first we thought maybe it was an accident of some kind, although I couldn't see a building. But when the second one went in, our rotation, the national rotation for the FEMA USAR task forces, and we were up number one.
Actually sitting in a military aircraft, going down the runway and taking off. I mean, this is really going to happen. We're doing this. And of course, in the back of your mind, not only you're dealing with the present, but you're anticipating where you're going to be in 6 hours.
As one would expect, seeing Ground Zero in person for the first time, the imaging today. Can you describe what New York was like when you got there?
It looked like Armageddon. I knew that's what the end of the world was going to look like.
I don't know the exact number, over 3,000 people perished for that. That's something you don't forget.
Hundreds of people and volunteers banded together to help find survivors. It was during this process that a flag was discovered.
Well, the flag was the largest American flag flying over New York City that day. It was hanging on a construction site close to the South Tower on 90 West Street. And when the South Tower came down, the flag was left tattered and torn. And then the flag was just placed in a construction lot and kind of almost forgotten about it. And they were doing a ceremony and retire the flag. But instead, these little ladies wanted to preserve it.
In some form or another, over 300 million Americans have had contact with the national 9/11 flag. From school children to wounded warriors, veterans to local heroes, each one of them have added a stitch to the flag. And its journey has continued onto Fire Station 88 in Sherman Oaks, California. Several members from the Los Angeles City Fire Department took part in an informal stitching ceremony. On the national 9/11 flag, every state is represented. So these firefighters got the opportunity, the special honor of
that was a tremendous experience. The history with the flag and all those people that have sewn into it, and where the flags came from the Lincoln flag.
Am I running out of food?